high reception, I thought that we could have a look at some, I've tried to find some interesting fruits and vegetables that maybe you've seen before but you haven't tried, or maybe you have never seen them before and you've never tried them, or maybe they're your favourites, because lots of people have different tastes of what they like and what they don't like. So let's have a look at what we've got, and we're going to think about what they look like, what they feel like. Maybe you can help me if you know these fruits and vegetables. You could think of some words and you could tell me what words you would use to describe them. Think about what they taste like, and also if they've got a smell, because some fruits and vegetables have a really strong smell. So let's have a look at the first one. Does anybody know what? I think this is a fruit technically. What this is? What is it? Yeah, that's right. It's an avocado. It's called an avocado. And just feeling it now already, I can tell you that it feels bumpy. The skin is all bumpy. I can feel that with my fingers. And also, we know that inside the avocado, well, I know, if you've ever had one, the inside is all green, a really lovely bright green colour, and it's all creamy. So when you eat it, it tastes creamy, and also it feels and looks creamy. So the avocado is definitely bumpy, and it's all green and creamy inside. So that's that one. I've also got this funny looking vegetable. I wonder if any of you know what this funny vegetable is. That's right, it's a parsnip, and lots of people have parsnips with their roast dinner. So you might have tried a parsnip before. And parsnips they're quite sweet tasting. They taste really pleasant, I think. They've got a lovely taste. And feeling the outside with my fingers this one feels quite lumpy. And look at the shape of it. It's a funny shape, isn't it? It's sort of got a lumpy bit at the top. So that's a good word I would use to describe the shape, a lumpy shape. So that's the parsnip. Have a look at that if you've got one. Have a little investigate. Now this is interesting. I can't say that I've ever seen any of you having one of these for snack. Not that I can remember. But do you know what fruit this is? Well done, it's a kiwi. And you probably know from feeling the outside that it's all hairy. It's got these tiny little hairs on it, and it's a hairy fruit. And also it's quite rough. It feels rough. It's not very pleasant to feel. I wouldn't want to rub that on my face. That would be really rough. And it's a very sweet fruit, and the inside of this is all green and seedy. There's lots of tiny seeds inside, so it's seedy inside, and it's quite small, isn't it? It's a small fruit, so we could describe that as small as well. So that's the kiwi. What else have I got? Let's have a look. I've got this is my bowl, by the way, of all of my bits in it. So do you know what this is? It's a chili pepper. Well done, it's a chili pepper. So this is, this grows on a tree, on a plant, and it's very shiny and smooth on the outside. This is also small, and they can get really small, tiny even. And I know that these taste really hot and spicy. We could describe them as hot and spicy. It's also pointy, isn't it? It's very pointy fruit. This is fruit, I think, because it grows on trees and it's got seeds inside. So that's the chili pepper. That's a chili. You can get green ones and red ones. Can you see it shining? You see the light catching it? Shiny, isn't it? Okay, let's have a look what else I've got. I've got here, this is all being cut up. This is a piece of watermelon. And I'm trying it. So that's very, in my mouth, it feels all squishy in my mouth. And it's watery. But it's quite sweet. It's tasty. And you can see, and lots of you probably know, that watermelons have lots of seeds in, so they're seedy as well. And on the outside, this is being cut up. But they're an enormous fruit, aren't they? They can get so big as your head, bigger than your head. So watermelons are an enormous fruit. They're huge, aren't they? And it's pink, which is lovely. It's a pink piece of watermelon. So that's that one. What else have I got? I've got... What on earth is that? Yeah, well done. It's a mushroom. It's a mushroom. And lots of people don't like mushrooms, and I wonder if you've ever tried them. I think you should try them because they are delicious. And this one is, I would describe it as frilly. Can you see the frilly bits underneath? And it's quite soft. Mushrooms are soft. And I haven't really smelt many of these fruits and vegetables yet, but this smells earthy. And often when you buy mushrooms, they have little bits of soil still on them because they come out of the ground. And it smells earthy, that mushroom. And to feel it, feels quite damp as well. A little bit damp where it's been in the box. And what colour is it? Yeah, it's sort of white and creamy, isn't it? It's like a cream colour, so it's creamy as well. So that's a mushroom. Now this is a really big one, and it is quite a funny shaped one. What's that? It's a lemon. Fantastic. A lemon. And the lemon, the skin is smooth, but it's also, this one I think is quite knobbly. It's got knobbly bits on, can you see? And there as well. It's got little knobbly bits, but the skin is all smooth. And you can't smell it because it's got the skin on, but I don't know if any of you have ever tried a piece of lemon. Maybe you could try a piece of lemon, and I think you'll find that it tastes very sour, which means it might make you make a face like this because it's not very sweet. It's like the opposite of sweet. But some people like the taste of lemons, and they often people don't eat them on their own. They put them into recipes, or they use them to make lemonade, and they add sugar, so they add sweetness to take away that sourness. So they're sour, and this one is a lovely, bright yellow colour. It's a lovely colour, isn't it? So that's the lemon. I've got a couple more. Now I think that this might be my favourite vegetable. I think it is. This is an aubergine, and can you see? I'm not sure if you can see the colour very well, but it's almost like a really deep purple colour. And often they are purple, but it looks almost black, doesn't it, in this light? But it's very, very dark, dark purple, and it's all glossy. Can you see that? Glossy and shiny and very smooth, sleek even. It's a lovely, sleek, shiny, glossy vegetable. And I know, because I cut this up and I cook this a lot, that the inside is spongy. It's spongy. And in all honesty, if you don't put a lot of flavour with this when you cook it, it's quite bland. It tastes quite bland. That means it doesn't have a lot of flavour. That means it's not that tasty, so it's quite bland, plain flavour. But when you put it with a bit of salt and pepper or some, chopped tomatoes in a pasta sauce, it's lovely. Sound like I'm trying to sell you it. So yeah, I would describe that as sort of glossy and shiny and smooth and sleek, and inside it's all spongy. Okay, last one. This is a carrot. It's not a cooked carrot. Well done, it's a raw carrot. So the way that when I eat it, it tastes different and it feels different in my mouth compared to if it was a cooked carrot. So this is definitely crunchy, very crunchy. It's orange. This is also a little bit lumpy, like the parsnip. It's a bit of an odd shape, isn't it? Lumpy. And I would say that it's quite long, a long vegetable, just like the parsnip is long as well. And they're quite sweet carrots. They're pleasant tasting, and they smell quite sweet. So that's the carrot, crunchy and orange and long and sweet and yummy. There you go. So we've gone through quite an array, which means a range of fruit and vegetables there. So I wonder if you can go off and have a little try and a taste and a smell and a feel of a few different vegetables or fruit that you might have at home, and think about some words you could use to describe all of those things. All right.